Welcome to Sports Alley Official.
New Delhi. Following a regrettable mix-up resulting in the run-out dismissal of debutant Sarfaraz Khan on day one of the third test against England. India all-rounder Ravindra Jadeja acknowledged making the wrong call. Despite the miscommunication, Judea commended the debutant for his impressive innings. Sarfaraz's diligent efforts materialized in a stylish 62 off 66 balls as he showcased his batting prowess at number 6, promising a substantial score. Unfortunately, a misunderstanding with star all-rounder Judea in the middle curtailed his promising debut innings, leading to a run out by Mark Wood at the non-striker's end. Sarfaraz's innings added flair to a strong day for the hosts, even though it concluded with an unfortunate miscommunication. Expressing remorse on Instagram, the all-rounder conveyed his disappointment about Sarfaraz's run-out and proceeded to applaud the young cricketer for his commendable performance. Feeling bad for Sarfaraz Khan. It was my wrong call. Well played, Judea wrote on Instagram story. Earlier, Sarfaraz was asked about the incident during the press conference following the day's play in Rajkot, and the batter appeared unconcerned. There was a little miscommunication. This is part of the game. Sometimes there is a run out, sometimes there is a run, and sometimes there is not. So all this goes on. He, Judea, said that there was a little miscommunication. And I said that it is okay. It happens. There is nothing big in it, Sarfaraz said during a post-day press conference. The 26-year-old thanked the all-rounder for assisting him through his debut. Sarfaraz was apprehensive in the first few balls of his innings, even top-edging a slog sweep. Sarfaraz claimed that Judea calmed his anxiety and advised him to play a lengthy innings. When I was batting with Judea, I told him to play while communicating with me. I like to play that way. He helped me out a lot and supported me. He helped me control my nerves and told me to spend as much time as possible on the crease to understand everything. That is what I did and I scored runs, he added. Sarfaraz Khan reflected on his unfortunate run-out caused by an error in judgment from his senior partner Ravindra Jadeja on day one of India vs England third test. An innings that began with a bang, ended in a whimper as Sarfaraz Khan was unfortunately run out after making one of the most entertaining debuts by an Indian cricketer. Sarfaraz, who earlier in the day had finally realized his dream of playing for India in front of his family, was playing a blitzkrieg. Striking a 48-ball half-century, the joint second fastest by an Indian on debut. He was batting on 62 off 66 balls before his innings came to a brutal halt. Ravindra Jadeja, batting on 99, tucked the ball to mid-on. He called for a run and then refused. Sarfaraz, wanting Judea to complete his 100 as much as his partner and the entire Indian team, committed, and by the time he realized that the all-rounder had pulled back, it was too late. Mark Wood got to the ball, picked it up and smashed the stumps at the non-striker end with a fierce direct hit. Having said that, Sarfaraz opted to dwell on the positives rather than the mix-up. The emotional reactions of his father and wife, the rush of emotions when Anil Kumble presented him the cap. Facing that first ball, scoring that first run and to top it all, smashing a 50 on debut. As for the run out, Judea made it clear on Instagram that he was feeling sad about the call, but what about Sarfaraz? What did the youngster feel about getting his promising start cut short by an error on judgment from his senior? It is a part of the game. Miscommunication happens in cricket. Sometimes run out happens, sometimes you get the runs. I spoke to Judea at lunchtime and requested him to talk to me while playing. I like talking while playing. It was my first time. I told him that when I go out to bat, keep talking to me while playing. He kept talking and supported me a lot while I was batting, Sarfaraz said after stumps as India ended the day on 326 fifths in wicket. Sarfaraz Khan no stranger to waiting. As has been the story of his life, Sarfaraz had to wait for his turn to bat. When India were reduced to 33 thirds inside the first hour of day 1. Sarfaraz was next in line to face the chin music, but the team management decided to protect him against the experienced duo of James Anderson and Wood. Judea walked in ahead of him, and as he and captain Rohit Sharma forged a terrific 204-run partnership, Sarfaraz had to stay content in the change room. When Rohit fell, England thought they had their foot inside the door. With two debutants, Ravichandran Ashwin and the tail left, Ben Stokes and co. would have fancied their chances of orchestrating another Indian batting collapse. Sarfaraz showed the world a glimpse of his batting prowess and caught the opposition off guard. He and Judea raced to a 50 partnership with Sarfaraz scoring 43 of those runs before a cruel twist cut Sarfaraz' innings short. I kept thinking that I have kept so much patience in life and there is no harm in keeping some more. After I went in, I was nervous for the first few balls, but I have practiced and worked so hard that everything went well, he said.